National Assembly told the fastest way to remove Buhari from office. Olusegun Bamoshe, a chieftain of the new Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), has called on the National Assembly to amend the constitution to provide for the recall of the president by those who voted for him. According to the frontline lawyer, considering the state of insecurity in the country and the lackadaisical attitude of the government to nip it in the bud, it had become necessary and imperative to amend the constitution. In a chat with Daily Post on Tuesday, Gbamboshe noted that if the constitution provided the recall of any member of National Assembly, same should be extended to the executive president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A senior lawyer who is hoping to take over at the Aso Villa come 2023 further noted that the procedure provided by the constitution to impeach a sitting president is almost impossible to be carried out. It's a difficult task to impeach the president in view of the conditions laid down in our constitution. There should be no alternative to this. The constitution should be amended to provide for the recall of the president by those who voted for him, he said. According to Gbamboshe, President Buhari is due for recall by the electorate if the constitution had provided for it. I wonder how Nigerians can cope with Buhari's presidency for the next 30 months. It's like spending 30 months in hell. Lives and properties of Nigerians are now at the mercy of Boko Haram insurgents, bandits, gunmen, and kidnappers. May God deliver us. Our lives can no longer be guaranteed. Those in their houses are not safe. Those that are traveling are not really sure they won't be kidnapped. Farmers can no longer harvest or work in their farms without obtaining permission from the military. Wow, we are certainly living in hell. All our president does is to condemn and condole. This is certainly not the best of time for Nigerians. We have certainly been scammed by APC. We have been trapped by promises of change. This is so sad. No doubt if the impeachment of Buhari were left in the hands of Nigeria, by now he would have been impeached. Absolutely. One wonders how Nigerians will survive another 30 months of Buhari's administration. Nigerians should brace up for the challenges ahead. Nigerians are fed up with Buhari's administration. They promised change, but we are experiencing crisis. We expected dividends of democracy, but difficulties have become our daily experience. May God deliver us from this government, given to excuses and propaganda. Nigerians never bargained for this type of government. I personally believe that the argument that he raised is actually pretty valid. Of course, you'd have to understand the Nigerian constitution, which I believe that they might have found loopholes to make arguments against his case, because if he's saying that Buhari, because his argument is that, if National Assembly members can be impeached, the same should also be extended to the executive president, saying that, he can be removed by the people who voted for him. Now, the fact is, who voted for him, because the same people who voted for him can be the ones to say we don't want him anymore. But the fact is, who voted for him, especially for his second term. I believe that, okay, fine, this argument can work in a functioning system of government, which, of course, cannot be Nigeria, as everyone knows. And, of course, there's so many comments here, and the person says, someone who can protect his family is now talking of removing a democratically elected president over insecurity in the country. Security needs the support of everyone. What are you saying? I mean, of course, this person got sort of replies. A democratically elected president? Are you actually going to say that on this internet to say that he was elected democratically? Wow. Of course, somebody said, replying to the comments, saying, why are you talking as if you don't have brain? Do you know the meaning of Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces? Somebody says this man is just exercising his freedom of speech. When Nigerians just try to create some confusion in the comment section, this is what is literally going on here. Another comment says, learning how to live in hell is not bad because you don't know tomorrow. What? Somebody says, with the current House of Reps being rubber stamp, it is not possible unless when the Boko Haram are closer to them in Abuja, of course. I mean, at this point, there are theories of, alleged sayings that, the government might be working hand in hand, which, with the trend that is going on so far, they never really seem to attack the government. So, I don't understand. Someone says it's not the complexities of the process of impeaching the president as contained in the constitution that will make it impossible to remove President Buhari from office. Rather, it is the Islamic factor. No matter how worse the situation of the country grows, plan to impeach President Buhari will not work because of the Islamic factor, because the Northerners will never allow it to happen because they want power at no cost, no matter the situation. However, mass action that cut across the country, including the North, can remove him, and that will more be more favorable, as it will definitely bring a new beginning. And I feel like at this point, because there is so much division, and of course we have the enemies of progress that will literally put in one argument or the other to just separate people, and of course the divided people easy to rule. They put in fear and put in all that. And to be honest, at this point, the fact, okay, if you have the idea that, for example, that the northern part of the country, the northerners, they want power at any cost, that because of this they will literally make sure that Buhari is not impeached. But then, how is it benefiting them? It's a different thing if, okay, fine, we can actually see the benefits that they get from Buhari being in office, or from most of their leaders. Because you'd think that if most of your leaders are in power, then a lot of benefits will come to you. But the fact is, they're the ones who have been majorly attacked. They're the ones who are literally being attacked 247. The insecurity is rampant there. Like, at the end of the day, if there should be any uprising or frustration, it should be from there. Because at this point, how have they not come to a place where they're so frustrated that, okay, fine, most of you people are in power, but nothing comes to us. We're literally the most populous in terms of the proportion of the country, but yet they don't benefit from anything. So honestly, with the ratio of how much tribes come from each part of Nigeria, I feel like if there's an uprising, for example, if there's a massive protest that would actually that will actually call for decisions to be made by force, I feel like the North really has to put their hand in and actually stand up. Because honestly, we can't. If it's a democracy, then why should the fact of religion play any huge or important role? Somebody says, even you, Mr. Lawyer, you still believe that you have presidents called Buhari in Aso Rock. When and where did you see him talk with him one-on-one? Where is your sense of reasoning? Do you see why individuals in the APC cabals are playing with the life of Nigerians? Quite unfortunate. Remember, he is not the founder of insecurity. Jonathan would have been impeached for giving birth to insecurity in the country. What? Somebody else says, who the hell is Segun Moshe? You are an evil writer and soon will be the culprit. Honestly, I don't understand where the train of thought is going for these comments. But the fact is, how would this happen if there's going to be an uprising? And to be honest, statistically speaking, most of these people are really not on social media, to be very, very honest with you. So and honestly, social media is sort of our weapon that we can use strategically to our advantage. But the fact is, if it's a lot of work to actually do the offline work is even more hectic. And I feel like if these people, most of them at least, we can say that, okay, fine, these people are active on social media, honestly, half of these problems are solved. But the fact is, in the northern part of Nigeria, there's insecurity, there is illiteracy, there is poverty. So of course, a lot of things are already being compromised when it comes to their daily living. It just becomes more complicated when you try to dissect the whole situation, and it's just really confusing. But what do you think about this? Do you believe that this lawyer is right? Do you think this lawyer is being realistic by saying that President Buhari can be impeached by the people who voted him into the government? But what do you think? And do not forget to like and subscribe.